behavior by drivers, including comments on appearance or sexual remarks. The statement said, trust me on this, I've heard the fucking complete opposite from Uber drivers before. You know what I mean? I've seen some pretty fucking crazy shit when it comes to Uber drivers, some of the stuff that they've done. So, neither company has answered questions about policies regarding drivers live streaming, which is great. Neither Uber nor Lyft has responded to comments about drivers live streaming their rides.
I don't think they can.
Well, again, because it's a legal thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Twitch, the website that hosts the live stream videos, did not respond to multiple requests for comment after the story was published. In a statement Saturday, a spokesman said Twitch would remove content if it received a complaint from someone whose privacy was violated, which again I think is unfair because it's not in keeping with the law. You know, Gargax, but that becomes a corporate policy, which I suppose is smart on their part. Gargax's Twitch channel disappeared from the website Saturday. The company said it does not comment on specific violations, and it was unclear why the channel was why it was down. Before it disappeared, the channel had about 4,500 followers and some 100 subscribers who paid $5 a month to support Gargax's effort. So that guy was making $500 a month. By just live streaming this shit.
I think that's just a bunch of crap. Did he violate anything? No.
Yeah. He said that he's earned about $3,500 he's earned about $3,500 total off Twitch users, including subscriptions, donations, and tips called in. That's on top of about $150 to $300 from fares on an average night. So, I mean, I think the guy's, like I said, I think it's fucking genius. You know, you on the one hand, I get that when you get an Uber, your expectation, you may have an expectation of privacy, but you don't have a reasonable expectation of privacy. You know what I mean? You're in somebody's car, and you just don't fucking know. You know, you remember freaking the thing on HBO, man, whatever the hell it's called.
Taxi Cab Confessions, exactly. That's what I was thinking about.
Now the difference is on Taxi Cab Confessions, in order for that shit to be broadcast on HBO, these people had to sign a waiver.
Correct.
Okay. In this guy's case, they don't because he's within the keeping of the law.
Right.
But I still think it's fantastic, man. I've been in plenty of Ubers where the back and forth that happened was pretty fucking out there between myself and whomever, and I don't think I would have wanted that shit to be broadcast, on some channel. But at the same time, you just don't know, man. And I think, personally, again, I think it's fucking fantastic. I love it. Go, Gargak. Hopefully you'll get your Twitch.
I know.
Yeah, hopefully you'll get your Twitch reactivated, and you can continue now that the story has hit places like Drudge. Hopefully you can make a shit.
You should
ton
just put a disclaimer
money.
Right in his vehicle. You're being live streamed.
But that changes it. That completely changes the dynamic of what you can expect to happen in the vehicle. Now think about it, man. You get in your average Uber and you don't know, but you get in that Uber and you see the sign with the disclaimer. You're going to be a goddamn church mouse. You know what I mean?
Or it could be the extreme.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, we're being live streamed. We're
actually being live streamed. I'm going to give your live stream audience something to watch right now. That's true. And I mean, you're talking about 9 times, maybe not 9 times out of 10, but you're talking a vast majority of the time people who are hammered. So they may very well. That's a good point. Maybe you should put that in there, even if it's not true.
Maybe.
And just see as a thought experiment.
Well, it's kind of like in the same theory of like what we were just talking about with Taxi Cab Confessions, excuse me, where they signed the waiver, they know that what they were getting into when they got into this taxi cab, and the question and answer session would continue, and obviously a show was produced because of that.
Right.
So I don't know. This day and age, I think it'd be a lot of fun to do. Actually.
Yeah, no, I mean I think so too, and I think that, like I said, if you give people the opportunity, what do they say? Life imitates art, right. and it's one of those deals where people at their oftentimes worst. I mean that's good TV. There's a reason that there's reality TV is such a big deal. You know what I mean? So I mean that's about as real as it gets. And I mean I wish I'd known about this before I read this story. You know what I mean? I'd have been dialed into that Twitch channel just to watch these fucking crazy. Even if it was boring, it'd still be better than half the shit that's on TV right now.
Right. Exactly.
I mean, what do I know?
FakeTaxi.com. That's all I'm going to tell you.
Yeah. Well, that's a completely different thing. That's a completely different thing. I mean, not in a bad way, but yeah, Fake Taxi is a completely different thing, and it's still good shit. So,
People are going to be like, what? What
Right.
the hell?
I gotta look
We're
up-
just going to leave it out there. We're just going to let it simmer.
Feel free to look up. Right. Feel free to look that up.
And if you want to look at cute little hamsters, go to xhamster, xhamster.com.
I think we've already talked about that on the show.
Maybe.
I don't
Yeah, I
think
think we
I
have.
don't think anyone wants to look that up. I'm just saying.
You can blame it on me. That's
Right.
okay. Common Sense NH
Yeah.
at outlook.com is our
Right.
email.
Nice. So, I mean, are we getting ready to take a break?
No. We still let's continue with the other. What else you got?
Recently, according to articles, good old Johnny Depp, who likes to make a thing of himself pretty regular. He had a pretty massive freak out at Comic-Con, which is pretty funny. I'm not really sure 100% why.
Which Comic-Con
Johnny
was
Depp
this?
was at
He's usually
Comic-Con.
pretty good at the Comic.
Sure.
Is Google trying to talk to us right now?
No. Actually, we have Alexa on my.
Oh, there you go. Apparently, Johnny Depp dressed in character and delivered a creepy speech as Eddie Redmayne, Jude Law, and Ezra Miller in costume as Super Mario's Toadette looked on in Hall H. So, I mean, that's a bunch of words that if you don't know video games and stuff, it's a little bit confusing. The Wizarding World returned to Hall H with a new trailer for Fantastic Beasts,
Yep.
The Crimes of Grindelwald. The panel featured many of the film's stars, including Johnny Depp, who plays Geralt Grindelwald. The star's personal life with allegations of domestic violence led to his contribution or his continuation with the franchise becoming so controversial that J.K. Rowling issued a statement in December defending his involvement. The Warner Brothers Comic-Con preview is the first major appearance for Depp since the release of a wildly read Rolling Stone profile that painted a detailed portrait of a troubled star. So I guess he gave a big speech. At the end of the speech, the lights flickered and then turned off, with Depp disappearing into the darkness, and the presentation was over. Star Eddie Redmayne was also in attendance at the preview, joined by franchise newcomer Jude Law. I love Jude Law. I've never seen that guy in anything that I didn't like. Making his Harry Potter debut as a young Albus Dumbledore. The teaser trailer released a few months ago. Fans got a first look at the pre-Potter Hogwarts, blah, blah, blah. The cast was asked what spells they would like to have on hand in real life, with the top answer being a spell that would impeach President Donald Trump. Oh my God. Impeachius Maximus, cried out Fogler. Meanwhile, of course, naturally, that's what happened. This is liberal Hollywood. Meanwhile, Miller said he would appreciate a spell that would, quote, destroy the patriarchy. God. Talk about appealing to the lowest common denominator.
Right.
In addition to the trailer, cast, Q&A, and Depp's performance, Warner Brothers released a new poster for the film, which is pretty dope. So yeah, it's just Johnny Depp being Johnny Depp. It sounds like to me.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Because Johnny Depp does these publicity stunts
Right.
that actually work.
Yep.
And you know nothing really comes out of that. You know what I mean? It's just basically he's
Right.
featuring something. He's featuring a movie. But you really don't see the guy really.
No, if you're bringing
His mind works in that manner. It really does.
I encourage listeners to check out the Hollywood Reporter. It's where the story comes from. And Bernie, I mean, you look at this picture.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, this is but this is typical Johnny Depp. I mean,
Right.
look at him. He's got two different. He's got what looks like a makeup done to make him look like he's got a hair lip. His hair is bleached blonde. It's
and
spiked.
you really got to look at it because you're like,
Right.
that doesn't look like Johnny
Right,
Depp. You're
exactly.
like, wait a minute. Yeah,
Right.
that is Johnny Depp.
He's got contacts, so he obviously showed up in character and obviously became a story, which is cool. It's cool for Comic-Con. It's cool for the movie, too. But oops, I keep hitting this mic. But yeah, I think it's interesting because, again, it's one of those deals where if you're hiring Johnny Depp to do something on your project, whatever it is, then you better expect some madness.
There hasn't been anything that I did not like that Johnny Depp was in.
Mm-hmm.
Edward Scissorhands, Willy Wonka, the Pirates of the Caribbean. What else was he in? He's been in several
he's been in
several
so
things,
many
and
movies.
I don't think there's a movie that I just did not enjoy his performance in.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yep. No, yeah, I'm with you on that. Like I was saying about Jude Law, I don't think I've ever
Jude
seen
Law
anything
is-
with him
he's
that I didn't
amazing
think
as
was
well.
great. So, yeah. Later, I'd like to discuss on the topic of Uber. There's a story that essentially says it's called vomit fraud, and it could make your Uber trip really expensive.
Okay.
So, I'd like to talk about that at some point.
All right. Actually, we're already at our third break, third and final break. So when we come back, we're going to talk about that. We're going to have our final moments where we do our negative into our positive. We might stick something in there for Trigger the Driggers and Ladies Room. We'll tie all of that in before the end of the show. So that's it. So we're going to take a break. When we come back, more stuff coming up on Common Sense New Hampshire.
And yes, I'll hit the store on the way there.
There we go. Common Sense New Hampshire is brought to you by PDS, Precision Delivery Solutions.
This is Philip Palker from Precision Delivery Solutions. I'm the president and owner of the corporation. We are a truckload carrier regionally based in the Northeast, currently looking for qualified CDL drivers with top pay and benefits for this area. We urge you to give us a call at 1-800-639-3095, extension 1020. That is 1-800-639-3095, extension 1020. We look forward to hearing from you folks. We are the future of transportation.
I'm chair of the Arlington County Board, and I'm a breast cancer survivor. In the summer of 2008, I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and it was detected through a mammogram. I have been cancer-free for a year. Breast cancer now is not the doom and gloom diagnosis it used to be. Over 70% of breast cancer cases are first identified by women themselves doing self-examinations. More than 90% of breast cancer patients live at least 5 years or longer. Women can take charge of their health by doing their own self-examination, and if you catch it early, your prognosis for a healthy outcome is just so much greater. I hope you hear this message, I hope you act on this message, and I hope you give yourself a long, healthy life.
If you're looking for some live music and a little fun, then Perfect Entertainment, Nashua's best for DJs and karaoke selection, is your answer. Hailed by the Nashua Telegraph, they do it all from birthday parties to weddings to corporate events. Perfect Entertainment will provide entertainment your family and friends will remember for a lifetime. For more information, visit the Perfect Entertainment page on Facebook. You can also contact them at 247-6470. That's 247-6470.
Bud Light presents Real American Heroes. Real American Heroes. Today we salute you, Mr. Outside the Stadium Peanut Seller. Mr. Outside the Stadium Peanut Seller. You stand like a sentry outside the grounds of our national pastime, offering us your salty nuts. Nice and crunchy. Half price on the outside, all the taste. That's your pitch. Nuts for scratch. There's nothing like spending a summer day on a hard bleacher seat, crunching your nuts. Crunch, crunch, unless maybe it's sitting behind home plate, spreading mustard on your wiener. So crack open an ice cold Bud Light, Mr. Outside the Stadium Peanut Seller, because thanks to you, a bag of peanuts costs just peanuts. Mr. Outside the Stadium Peanut Seller. Bud Light beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius. Real Men of Genius. Today we salute you, Mr. Really Stinky Breath Breather Outer. Mr. Really Stinky Breath Breather Outer. Though we'd never tell you to your face, you've got the breath that can stop a charging elephant. Show us some mercy. We want to hear what you have to say. We just want you to say it from way over there.
Keep on going.
What was it you had for lunch? A dead rat? A rotten egg? A turd sandwich?
Nasty turd sandwich.
Whatever it was, it just singed off my eyelashes.
Oh!
So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light, Barnacle.